One thing I wish teachers heard more is that if your nervous system is already fried, you probably don't want to add a second full-time job on top of your already full-time teaching job. Instead, I want you to just start thinking about how you can build differently. Because you can still build extra income, you're just going to do it in a slightly different way. So, first, also start thinking about stopping thinking about yourself as a machine, right? A lot of business advice you might find online assumes that you have unlimited time, unlimited energy, unlimited decision making capacity. And as I've said before, uh, teachers make thousands of micro decisions every single day, and that decision fatigue is real. And so, most side hustle businesses, that you might find online, somebody talking about, they're going to talk about it as if energy is not a factor, but it definitely is. I also think that sometimes people will overwhelm themselves because they create a side hustle to-do list that's even bigger than their teaching to-do list, which, as any teacher knows, is absolutely never ending. And so just challenge yourself to begin thinking about one small task that you could focus on. For example, it could be researching one video or recording one video, writing one email, creating one product page, right? So trying to break down those steps even further so that you increase your odds of success. And basically what you're trying to go for is something functional. It doesn't have to be picturesque. It can be messy, but you want something that's going to be working for you as you build that side income. And next, I want you to think about protecting your energy like it's actually part of your business. So, counterintuitively, sometimes you might find that the best thing to do is to actually stop and take a break, which you probably don't hear a lot online, but you need to be making sure you're getting your adequate sleep, getting your rest time built in throughout the day, whether that looks, for you maybe on weekends. It might look different for everybody, but finding those times throughout the day and the week to decompress and reconnect with yourself and with your family and friends is super important. And then watching what you say yes to and what you commit yourself to. Those are all important pieces to be aware of, because as you are building this extra income on the side, if you end up feeling completely exhausted by that, that's basically defeating the whole purpose. So, and then also think about how it's okay to build slowly. We might hear about these overnight viral success sensations, but in reality, for most people, it takes a lot of hard work, and it takes a long time of being consistent and finding out what does that look like for you. So it's okay to build slowly, and it's actually much better if you're building in a sustainable way than trying to do something overnight that will probably burn you out really fast. Excuse me. Basically, you're just trying to give yourself some options, some extra financial breathing room in your budget, right? So this can take a long time. And I understand if you are on a different timetable, there's different side hustles for that, like faster acting, heavy action type work where you make money faster. But When you're looking about long-term sustainability, you are looking at a longer timeline. And what matters is picking something that's realistic for you, showing up consistently, whatever that looks like for you, and protecting your energy, making sure you're getting enough exercise and eating, a variety of foods, and, getting, whatever support you need, and staying in it long enough to see some of the results start to pay you back. So, in summary, if your nervous system is already fried, please don't start thinking about how to work harder, but please start to think about creatively building in some sustainability as you create this new venture.